Welcome back, YodaDaWise. We are tackling all the gears as best we can in this series, and today we're going to talk about strength and weakening effect gear and which ones are, going to be more beneficial. Let's dive in. All right, today with the strength and weakening effect gear. For most people, they all started off with the rabbit ears headband, destructions, and then we throw in probably the shadow or some other chess piece to get that until they came out with the assault pants, which also gives strength and weakening effect. Now, you need at least to be somewhat successful these days. You need at least rabbit ears, 2 destructions, and the assault pants all at level 30 at minimum for you to be in a good to SWE somebody who doesn't have any RWE. All right. You can also get strength and weakening from wild roses. This is becoming a big thing again when it comes to plasma builds because of the attack and penetration. So back to that plasma, its new special jewel. The reason why people are using it now is because of the strength and weakening effect that it provides, as well as its exclusive damage that it does, which boosts quantum blast damage, which a lot of people thought, at the beginning, this was worthless. It didn't work very well. But now that we're seeing that strength and weakening effect is becoming more relevant again, it's being used a lot more. Right here with the Ruthless, this one's actually really good too because it's going to give you strength and weakening effect. It's also going to give you penetration, and it's going to give you a skill trigger rate. Very important with all of those. This is actually a very good one when you're trying to build a strength and weakening effect build, just because if you also have a penetration build, you're also with the wild roses, it's going to stack. So what that means in terms of strength and weakening, it means that in terms of the rock paper scissors progression, you're going to do more damage. So if you're a rock, you're going to do more damage to scissors, and scissors is going to do less damage to you. And the more that you have, the potential to get to 0 damage is there. That's why that's more. And then you're also going to do more damage to that other opponent. So when you tack in the penetration, which is pure damage almost, it's going to cause a lot more damage. So let's talk about strength and weaken effect and how it works. So what this means is 1 through 8 airships and the Maelstrom T11 will be restrained by any 1 through 8 infantry. 1 through 8 walkers will restrain 1 through 8 infantry and T11 Eye of Green. 1 through 8 airships will restrain 1 through 8 walkers and T11 the plane walker. This also means that infantry, when it comes to airships, anything infantry will restrain tier 12. Same thing with walkers to infantry, airships to walkers. All right, this is that rock, paper, scissors sequence that I was talking about. So where one beats the other, one has more strength than the other, and one is weaker to the other. Now, it gets tricky when you get into T9 because they won't be restrained by certain ones in the regular sense, but they will be able to restrain or be restrained by tier 11 or tier. It goes back and forth in terms of like what ones are going to be restrained by tier 11 versus tier 9 and 10. And it's kind of a broken part of it to where tier 9 and 10 can only be restrained by tier 11, where tier 11 can be restrained by 1 through 8. Or this was made before 12 came into the picture. So if you think 1 through 8, if 1 through 8 can restrain it, then the tier 12 can, in theory, restrain it. If you don't have this, take a screenshot. This will be a nice cheat sheet. I know I've posted this before in my Discord server, so if you don't have it, by all means, I take a screenshot of it, save it. That way you know. I actually refer to this a lot sometimes just because I don't think about it very often. So it's a good little tool to have. That pretty much wraps it up for the SWE gear. Like I said, the standard build is going to be the rabbit ears, 2 destructions, and the assault pants with whatever chest piece that you feel is going to work best for you. It doesn't really matter on the chest piece because there isn't one that does SWE. Nowadays, the biggest build right now is going to be Plasma's special exclusive gear, 2 Wild Roses, and the Assault Pants. And then you have a lot of people that are building it around using the Wild Roses and the rabbit ears just to have that penetration essentially. So that wraps this one up. Stay tuned for the next one.